This old woman past the wall with a kid is trying to say why she's wifey material.
No, not like that. He just can't control his...
Oh, and now she's trying to explain why her child's baby dad left. So pathetic.
Anger. And I don't like random attitudes.
He has anger and random attitude.
I'm mature
he
enough.
might be angry because you're on the internet.
He's not as mature as me. Meanwhile, she's literally posting pictures of her naked body online.
Get mad about that? Would you get mad at that?
It's completely unacceptable for a woman to sexualize herself when she has a man. Period.
Do you think I'm being like sexual with it?
I just saw your ass.
Look at this delusion.
Did you not just see yourself on
No, but like, you think I'm being slutty?
Do you think I'm being slutty? Look at this.
Yes, and this is the problem, right? So a lot of women...
Do you think I'm being slutty? You think I'm sexualizing myself? Proceeds to have this as her Instagram.
Don't understand that men have a serious issue with their girl being on the internet, being...
And by the way, if you want to do that, fine, but then don't claim you're wifey material when you have a child as well. Jesus.
Like, it's not acceptable behavior.
So bad, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's just not. Like, think about it this way. What if your guy... How about this? What if your guy took care of 3 other girls, but he wasn't giving you money and taking care of you and the kid? What would you do?
I'd be upset.
You'd be pissed off, right? Because he's sharing his resources with other women? Mm-hmm. That's how men feel about you being on the internet parading your body around. You're sharing your resources.
Yeah, exactly. A woman sharing her resources, her sexual beauty with the world for free, then why am I dating you? What the fuck?
With the whole world.
Fair enough.
That's our issue with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to explain to you. I know you're like, oh, well, no one can control me, blah, blah, blah.
The old degenerate woman. Oh my god, that's controlling masculine standards and parameters. I can have standards for men when they have standards for me. That's toxic. Oppression.
It's not about control. It's about being in control of what goes on, because women can absolutely destroy a man's reputation. I mean, look at Jonathan Majors right now.
Bro, you see it left, right, and center. Logan Paul's reputation. Okay. He destroyed at least 50% of his reputation by slandering Andrew Tate falsely, but the other 50% came from the fact that he's marrying a whore. Destiny, his reputation, again, was already at least 50% shot, 40% shot, as a result of being a short, blue-haired beta cuck. But then, his wife left him for a guy in a dress, and that just pretty much dropped it to zero. A woman can absolutely ruin a man's image. This is the reason why men have standards. Just like women have standards. Oh, but men aren't allowed to have standards. That's toxic. That's oppression. That's the patriarchy. White supremacy.
Oh, his chick wanted to act like an idiot and all this other shit. He was telling her, yo, I need you to be a good girl by my side. I'm a great man, blah, blah, blah. Women can tarnish kingdoms. Like, look at Will Smith. Got embarrassed from his girl being a whore.
Another example.
It's true. It's true. Jade is terrible.
Yeah.
But that's like...
You're not talking. Are you?
No. Jade and Tupac?
I'm trying to illustrate. I'm trying to illustrate how a woman's behavior has direct implications on her man's status. Does that make sense?
Literally all these girls are whores, not wifey material.
The way you behave is very important for men. Like, I know you're saying a man can't control me, blah, blah, blah. Well, then you don't deserve a man, because you're supposed to be under a man's authority and leadership.
This is where Myron starts educating these degenerate feminists.
Men and women are not equal.
Misogyny.
And you know deep down that you don't want a guy that...
I don't agree. But it's crumbling. All the years of degenerate feminist propaganda crumbles in the matter of an hour.
It's going to sit there...
Because biology wins. Listen to this.
And, like, let you be the boss, let you pay for the bills, go off of what you think. No, you probably want a guy that's a leader, that's charismatic, that's charming, that can, carry a conversation and be a leader.
See, in her mind, she's imagining that type of guy, and she knows that he's right. Check this out.
Unless you want a guy that's egalitarian. You want an egalitarian relationship?
No, I mean, no. I want...
Boom! Dude! The involuntary response, instantaneously no. And then she starts to come back with the, but, oh my god, my ideology is going to crumble if I say just no. Let me quickly reframe my involuntary Freudian slip.
I want a masculine man.
There it is!
Okay,
Sure.
so do you think masculine men are going to want you to parade your body on the internet?
Yeah. I think a secure man.
No.
I think a secure man.
A secure man won't have standards. No, he won't. He won't enforce objective reality. I could have standards, but men don't. You're gonna die single with cats.
Dated guys. When I've been doing what I'm doing now, posting bikini photos, whatever, and they're chill with it, and they're secure, strong men.
And they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
And there's no
They're
relationship.
fucking other girls.
Yeah,
No, that's not what happened.
They're
But
gone, bro.
So here's the thing. A component of masculinity is being...
See, she knows that she's single. She knows that she's being judged objectively, regardless of what she thinks, by the fabric of reality itself, because she can't keep and retain a high value guy. She's already lost, and now she's being educated.
A truly masculine guy is not going to want his girl to be all over the internet parading her body. Sorry. Like, masculine men typically are more conservative and traditional. Traditional men don't want modern day women that aren't traditional in return.
The degenerate female psyche also has a difficult time understanding probabilities because feminism requires women to be very narcissistic and solipsistic, so they can only think about themselves. So extrapolating abstract concepts, or even mildly abstract concepts, to the general population is nearly impossible for a feminist brain that already struggles with rationality and logic to begin with.
It's not
Okay,
a fair
well, maybe
deal.
I want a masculine man who's not traditional.
That doesn't make sense.
That's not a
The two
masculine.
things
That's
don't
like saying I'm a
exist.
smart retard. It doesn't make sense.
I think everyone has, like I said before,
There's the admission, like I just said, that there is no understanding of probabilities.
it's
Their
not
own
black and
opinion.
white, and everyone has a different way of living. There are men out there who are masculine who
False. Literally false. You're going to be alone and single because you don't understand reality, because your brain has been ravaged.
are secure and will be okay with you posting bikini
Can you
photos.
name one example of a guy like that?
My ex.
Why is? Do you see? Do you hear
Because
yourself?
I moved back to America.
Do
and he
you
was
hear?
in New
Like, do you
Zealand.
hear the words coming up? Okay.
It wasn't anything crazy.
So if you didn't like him, then clearly, if you left New Zealand when you could have been with him.
I liked him,
Not
but
enough.
yeah, it just
Our
wasn't the
goals.
right match. But it wasn't because of that. It was other things.
Oh my god.
There's stuff that there's missing stuff
The
here.
foundation was shaky anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, bro, look, women can say whatever they want to say, but guys don't want their girl parading their body all over the internet. And it's amazing to me that I even have to explain this, but so many girls, like, because men aren't honest about it, because you get say the stuff that you guys said, you're insecure, toxic, oh. It's like, no, I just don't want my girl showing her body all over the internet. Like, that's fucking weird.
I have a question for you. Do you think, you said you don't like being like micromanaged, right?
Yeah.
Do you think if a man micromanages you, does it have to always come across as micromanaging, or if he just cares for you? Maybe that's what
I mean,
he's
like,
showing.
give me an example.
Literally
Like,
owned by a more feminine, attractive, younger woman. Oh my gosh, dude, it's so brutal.
it
Let's say
depends.
you go out and he's like, okay, you can go out, but can you wear something that's not that scandalous? Maybe he's protecting you from, other sick-minded people. And you might take it as...
But the thing is like, I'm single now. I have no man. I go out like that and I'm fine.
No.
So if a man all of a sudden comes into my life and says, I can't wear that, but I've been wearing it this whole time.
No, if you're in a relationship...
Because he says, oh, you're not going to be safe. Dude, I've been safe this whole time without you in my life wearing this shit. So
Okay,
what
but
are you saying?
Theoretically, if you're in a relationship, if he said that, do you always think it's because he's trying to control you or protect you?
I feel like it depends on the person. How, like
The answer is required to be, it is controlling and negative and predatory, unjust, and corrupt. And the reason for that is because there is no matrices that these degenerate feminists have in their minds for just beneficial masculinity. They have no model in their mind for masculinity that is positive because the woke mind virus of Marxism requires them to completely demonize the apparatus of masculinity altogether. But of course, in that moment, you can see how they're unthinking. You can see how they're frauds. You can see how they're liars. It's like catching an error in the code. It's like catching a really pathetically broken person in a lie that they're forced to tell. It's like catching someone repeating a tyranny, something that's blatantly untrue. And this woman just framed it perfectly when she asked her, do you always find it controlling when a man tells you what to do? And she was forced to say yes because her ideology commands it, when that answer is blatantly absurd. The ideology of Marxism not only leaves the degenerate woman's mind utterly ravaged, it leaves them humiliated and embarrassed when asked the simplest questions.